really, oh my god, there's like a huge ant. Scared the hell out of me. But yeah. Hi everyone, it's Anna Luisa and I'm back with another video. For this particular video, I will be talking about my favorites for the past year, which will be focusing on non-beauty related stuff. I decided to divide my favorites video into like the beauty category, where I will be talking about makeup, skincare, and all that jazz, and the other half for this video where I will be talking mostly about dramas, animes, variety shows, music, books, anything that I like to do on my free time that I've come to love over the past year. So yeah, I hope that you guys find this video interesting. And I know I filmed this a little bit late because we're already in the middle or past the middle of January, but I've been really just sick for the first part of January, so I just able to film it right now. So without further ado, let's start with my favorites. So for the first category that I will be talking about, oh, and if you see me looking down there, it's just because I have my list here in my iPad mini. But yeah, the first category that I would like to talk about is anime. I've watched so much anime this year than the year before. No, not this year. In the year 2014, than the year before that. So one of the first animes that I got really hooked on, especially in the first part of the year, was Kuroko no Basket. And I just found out about this when I was traveling in Japan in late 2013, and basically I just watched the first season, and then I found out that the next season, or the season 2, is going to be out, so I watched that as well and I loved it. It's a sports comedy anime which basically revolves around basketball, so if you guys are interested in that kind of thing, then make sure to watch that. And then the next anime that I liked was Chihaya Furu. Chihaya Furu already has 2 seasons, and apparently, I don't know why, I really like it. It's a josei anime, and it also has a little bit of sports in it. I'm not really sure if it's considered a sports, but there's a game in it called Karuta, where they play with cards and like poems and stuff like that. I know it sounds boring, but I've recommended it to a friend and she really liked it too, so I guess it's not just me. But I feel that this anime is leaning more towards the female audience. So yeah, if you're a guy, you might not like it, you can try it, but you might not like it that much. But yeah, it's a really nice, how do I say that? It's a really nice anime to pass your time by if you have no particular anime to watch and you like comedy, romance, school, slice of life kind of anime, then you might want to try Chihaya Furu. And then the next anime that I would like to talk about is Haikyuu. Haikyuu is another anime by Shonen Jump, so it's by the same, it's behind the same people who created Kuroko no Basket. Not really created, but mainly handles Kuroko no Basket, and they released the anime version for Haikyuu last year, 2014, around May, I guess, or was it June? I'm not really sure, but around that time. And this one is another sports anime, comedy. It has a lot of comedy in it, but it mainly revolves around volleyball. So I basically really just like this anime as much as I like Kuroko no Basket. And if you're into that type of anime, I highly recommend this. I know I've mentioned this in one of my favorites video because I absolutely love this anime from start to the end, and I cannot wait for the next seasons. And then there's Gekkan Shoujo no Saki-kun, which is basically just a comedy anime talking about a manga artist and some of his assistants, and it's just really funny. This is what I call like random comedy, where anything can happen and it's just really funny. Most of the stuff that's happening is nonsense. Apparently I'm into that type of comedy, so I really like this anime. It's a nice anime to just I don't know, just entertain yourself for a short while because it only has 12 episodes. And yeah, I really like it. I'm actually planning to read the manga, but the thing is, sometimes I just like reading mangas, but I don't get to finish them. I don't know why. But yeah, Gekkan Shoujo no Zakukun is a really good anime. And then last but not least, I don't think this is an anime that was just released last year. Maybe around 2013 this was released. I'm not really sure, but I'm pretty sure it was released way before I watched it. I watched it on the latter part of December. I'm sorry if it's a little noisy outside. There's just some preparations going on. But yeah, I hope you can still hear me. And as I was saying, this anime that I'm about to tell you guys is an anime that I watched on the latter part of December and I ended up really liking it. I was watching this on New Year's Eve. Like, I just had to stop because it will already be 12 and we have a family gathering, so I had to put it on hold. But it was a really good anime, and the title is Attack on Titan. Yes, I know I'm really late on this, but yeah, I really like that anime. It's a really action-filled anime. If you're into an anime that has a lot of fighting scenes and you don't mind high body count, then I guess you can try Attack on Titan. A lot of people have tried it and loved it, and I'm pretty sure that if you do, guys and girls, yeah, you will also like it. Tell me who your favorite character is if you watch this particular anime. And that wraps up my anime category. Now let's move on to my drama favorites. One of my most notable dramas, or one of the most notable dramas that I've watched in the past year would have to be Witch's Romance, because it's a drama that introduced me to Park Seo-joon. Is it really Park Seo-joon? I'm not really sure. But the main guy there is super handsome, and basically this drama talks about a romance between an older woman and a younger guy, and it was just so cute. It was so cute. The love was real and all that, and it was funny and romantic at the same time. So definitely the genre that I like. Like, most of the dramas, or I think all the dramas that are in my list, are romantic comedy type, because that's the type of drama that I really get hooked on. But yeah, Witch's Romance is one of those dramas that really stuck to me for the past year. Another drama that I really like is it's something that I didn't expect to be that good, but ended up really being great, and it's called Marriage Not Dating. It has Han-gru as its female lead, and I don't know, I didn't really expect it to be that good, but it was great. Like, it had all sorts of different stuff mixed into it. There's definitely a lot of comedy, there's romance and all that. I really like how the show turned out, the start, the finish, the climax and all that. I like it. And yeah, you can also see Sunhwa, so if you're like a Secret fan, or Jinwon, if you're a 2 AM fan, you can see them there. And yeah, I just highly recommend that. If you haven't watched it, definitely you should try it. And then there's Emergency Couple with Cho Jin-hyuk and what's the name of the girl? The current model for Vanilla Co. No, I'm not really sure if she's still the current model of Vanilla Co, but she was the model when I went to Myeongdong. Her face was all over like Vanilla Co stores. But yeah, what's her name again? She's in Running Man. I know her name. Song Ji-hyo. The drama called Emergency Couple features Song Ji-hyo and Cho Jin-hyuk, and basically it's a really nice comedy drama centered around the hospitals. It talks about the life of interns and all that, and a divorced couple. It's really entertaining. It's one of my favorites, and I really like watching this. I watch this every week. Every time they release a new episode, I download it and watch it. So that's how obsessed I was with this show, and I really just like Song Ji-hyo in general and Cho Jin-hyuk. So yeah, if you guys haven't watched that, try it. And then another drama that I came to like is Cunning Single Lady, also a drama that revolves around divorced couples. So this drama has what's it? Lee Min Jung? Is it right? Yeah, Lee Min Jung, and I forgot the name of the guy, but he's also the guy from Good Doctor, and he's also the lead guy in Birth of a Beauty. I totally forgot his name, but I really like their chemistry. It's also the drama that introduced me to So Kang-jun, which is like one of my favorite members in the roommate family, which I will be talking about later. But yeah, I really like this show. After that, I also like It's Okay That's Love. Okay, It's Okay That's Love has got to be one of my most favorite dramas over the past year. Like, I just don't know what they did, but Gong Hyo-jin and the guy, I keep on forgetting the names, okay, but the chemistry was just so good, and I really like how fresh the story was. And if you guys haven't seen it, you should definitely watch it. It has romance, comedy, and there's some psychiatric stuff going on, and it's just really interesting. A fresh story in my opinion, and I just really liked how everything turned out. Like, I just liked everything. The way it was filmed, the characters, the actors, all that. So if I had to pick like my most favorite drama for the second half of 2014, I'd probably pick It's Okay That's Love. That's how good it is. And last but not least would have to be You Who Came From the Stars, which is actually a drama that started in December but carried out in the early part of 2014. That's why I'm including it here, and I'm pretty sure I don't have to talk about it that much anymore. But yeah, it's just a drama, a really good drama with Kim Soo-yeon and Jun Ji-yeon. And need I say more? Everybody loves that show. I love that show. My mom loved that show. It's a romantic comedy once again, and just talks about, you know, aliens and stuff like that. Pretty good anime, not anime, pretty good drama if you ask me. If you haven't watched it, you should. You're missing out on something big. So yeah, that basically wraps up my drama favorites, and let me just check. The next category that I would like to talk about, it's variety shows. So sometimes on my free time I like to watch some variety shows, and these are some of the shows that I liked watching. First would have to be Roommate. Okay, so I really like Roommate. I started watching it from the first episode. I finished season 1 and I'm actually on season 2, although I have missed a couple of episodes. No, not just a couple, I've stopped watching since December because I've been so busy planning my Korea trip, and I haven't been able to catch up ever since. But it's a really nice show with like a couple of celebrities living in there in like a single house, doing random stuff and all that. And some of my favorite celebrities in that show would have to be Hong Se-yeon from the first season, and Lee Dong-wook. I also like Bom, but I don't know, she left the show. And then for season 2, I really like Jackson. Oh, and Kang So-jun. Oh my god, there's just so many interesting celebrities in that show, and I really like watching that. I don't know why it has low ratings, but yeah, I like that show, and I plan to catch up on the shows that I missed anytime soon, maybe next week. Yeah. And then another show that I was really into was Real Men, because Henry was just so adorable in that show, like so cute and funny, and I just really love watching that show because it's so funny. It's about like celebrities that are serving in the army, something like that. It's really hard to explain, but yeah, I really like watching that show, especially since they had an episode, or they had a couple of episodes that were filmed here in the Philippines. But yeah, I just stopped watching it because I couldn't find English subs for it. If you guys are aware of any place where I can watch Real Men with English subs, let me know. I really want to catch up on that and find out what they're actually saying, because I've been really obsessed with this. There were even times I watched the show without English subtitles. Can you believe that? I basically just relied on their gestures and all that. But yeah, I had to stop that because it's getting ridiculous. Like, I'm just trying to guess what they're trying to say. So yeah, I eventually just stopped watching it. But if you guys are aware of any website where I can watch real men with English subs, then do let me know. I'd really appreciate that. And then next variety show that I really like is We Got Married, specifically Yura and Hong Jong-hyun couple. I know I missed out on this, the latter part. The same way with Roommate, I stopped watching last December, but I really like their pairing. I'm really glad that I got into Girls' Day this year, because if not for that, I wouldn't watch this show. I mean, this pairing from We Got Married. But since I got into Girls' Day, I was like, oh, Yura's gonna be there, might as well watch it. And it turned out to be really interesting. If you guys are interested in like We Got Married stuff, I highly recommend that you watch Yura and Hong Jong-hyun couple. They're so cute together, and I just really like the pairing. And then the last variety show that I've come to like this year would have to be Hello Counselor. Now, I know this is a oldie but a goodie, and I've probably watched more than 20 episodes just for this year. There was even a time when I would actually wait for it every Monday on the KBS World TV channel here in YouTube, and that's how much I like the show. It's just so random, like people sharing about their own weird like stuff or concerns, and it's just a really good way to pass your time. And yeah, that about sums up my variety show favorites for the past year. And then for American or English series, I'd only have to mention one, just because I only really got hooked on one. The other stuff that I've been watching, I've actually been watching even before, so I don't really know if it's just a 2014 thing, but I haven't really watched much series except for The Lion Game. Now, I watched The Lion Game, and this is just a short like series with just 2 seasons. The second season was cut short. I guess it really wasn't the thing back when it was airing, so they had to cut it, but it's pretty interesting. It's about twins who switch their lives. Oh, well, at first they didn't know that they had twins, but when they found out, they switched their lives. One of the twins lived a really like grand life, while the other one lived a pretty normal, almost poor life compared to the other twin. So yeah, it's about that, and it's really interesting. Although there are some frustrating parts, I really still enjoy watching the show, and I just breezed through the first season, and I have yet to finish the second season. I have it on my laptop. I'll try to finish it as soon as I can, but yeah, it's still highly recommended. It's just that for my book favorites, I'll only mention 2, which are like the best books that I read. The first book is Speechless by Hannah Harrington, and I didn't really expect to like this book at all. I was like, I'm gonna read a book today, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try this one, and I ended up really liking it. I actually just read it the whole day, and I wasn't faced by any other stuff. Usually when I read something, I always feel like I have to do something else. I don't know, that's just me. Like when I read a book, I'm like, at the middle of the book, I'd be like, maybe I should watch an episode of an anime, or maybe let's see what's new in YouTube, something like that. But when I read this book, I'm like, I cannot put it down. It's just a really simple book about a girl who pledged not to talk for a certain period of time, and it was just really interesting. If you guys have like a day all to yourself, I suggest that you read this book. It's very interesting. I really love it. And then the next book that I really like is called Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover, and she's also the same author of Losing Hope and Hopeless, which are great books, by the way. But I really like Maybe Someday. Maybe Someday is a really good book. It's quite fresh and is a really nice romance novel with a certain twist on it. It's basically about a girl who finds out that her boyfriend is cheating on her and finds like refuge with her new neighbor. Well, not really new, but with her neighbor that she didn't really know but ends up liking, something like that. If I won't say too much because I might give away like important stuff, but if you guys are interested in romance novels, I highly suggest that you read Maybe Someday. It's a good book. And then there's music, of course. Can't forget about K-pop. I'm a K-pop obsessed person, can't forget about that. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna mention song, I'll just basically enumerate them for you. So there's Girls Day Something, I really like that. And then Tommy, Full Moon, B1A4, Lonely. And there's Taylor Swift, Shake It Off, and Blank Space. And then Super Junior, Mamacita, and Teddy Sauce, Holler. And that's basically it. Now for apps, I know I don't usually include this in my favorites video, but I thought that I'd share it with you guys. There are a couple of like apps that I've been loving in my iPad. Some two of the three items that I will be telling you guys about are games. The first one is Clash of Clans. If you guys are playing Clash of Clans or are obsessed with Clash of Clans, I feel you. Like, I've been playing Clash of Clans. I've been really active. This year I'm on Town Hall 8. That's my base right there that you're seeing. And yeah, I'm just really obsessed with playing Clash of Clans. And then another game that I really like is Heyday. I've mentioned this before. And Heyday is just a game that's also by Supercell, the same people behind Clash of Clans, and it's just like a farming game. But the good thing about Heyday is that the crops or the things that you plant, they don't get wilted, so you can just come back anytime you want and finish some orders and stuff like that. And it's really a nice game. And then the last app that I would like to share with you is called Voice Record, and it basically looks like this. Ooh, yeah, there. And it's the one that I use to record my voiceovers for my videos, and ever since I started using this, the quality of my voice sounds a lot better when I use this instead of the built-in microphone. That's basically it. That wraps up my 2014 non-beauty favorites. I'll try to film my beauty favorites as soon as I can, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below for any comments, suggestions, and requests, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!